There will come a time when the world feels heavier than your dreams. When your body screams to stop. When your mind whispers, it's over. But that's the exact moment you keep going. Because that's what Luffy did. Every time he fell, every time he was beaten, every time his body was torn apart, he got back up. Not because he was invincible, but because he refused to quit. He didn't care how many times he had to bleed. He didn't care how strong the enemy was. He didn't care what anyone said. He had a dream, and that dream burned louder than pain. When Luffy stood in front of impossible odds, he didn't back away. He clenched his fists, gritted his teeth, and walked through the storm. Because giving up was never an option. Not for him. Not for a man chasing freedom. Listen, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to keep moving through fear. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need the will to take one more step. Because that's what separates the ones who rise from the ones who fade. Every setback you face, every betrayal, every failure, they're not signs that you're weak. They're proof that you're still in the fight. Luffy didn't rise because life was kind. He rose because he didn't stop walking forward, even when everything inside him screamed to stop. He lost friends. He got crushed. He broke down. But every time he wiped his tears, looked at the sky, and whispered, I'll keep going. That's what power really is. It's not about muscles. It's not about strength. It's about refusing to stay down. There's a storm inside you, a fire that no one can extinguish. You've just forgotten how to feed it. So listen carefully, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how far you fall, don't stop. You're closer than you think. You've already survived days you thought would destroy you. You've already walked through pain others couldn't handle. So now, keep going. When they doubt you, keep going. When you're tired, keep going. When it hurts, keep going. When you fail again and again, keep going. When you can't see the end, keep going. Because the moment you stop, the dream dies. But if you keep moving, even if it's slow, even if it's painful, even if it's just one breath at a time, you'll get there. Luffy never waited for the perfect moment. He made every moment his own. He turned pain into purpose. And every scar became proof that he was still alive, still fighting. So when your body shakes and your heart feels heavy, remember this: the ocean never stops moving. And neither should you. Because one day, when you reach the shore you've been dreaming of, you'll look back at all the pain, all the nights you almost quit, and you'll smile. Because you'll know every second you kept going was worth it. So get up, breathe, fight, and keep going. Because here's the truth, no one remembers the ones who almost made it. The world only remembers the ones who kept going when everything told them to stop. Luffy didn't have a bloodline. He didn't have power handed to him. He built himself from pain, from hunger, from loss. He built his dream out of nothing but will. And that's what you have too. That same fire, that same madness, that same refusal to kneel. The weak wait for hope. The strong create it. The world breaks everyone, but only a few rise back and smile. And Luffy? He smiled through every scar because he knew this journey isn't about ease, it's about endurance. So when you're lying there, bleeding, shaking, questioning if it's worth it, remember him. Remember the boy who laughed at the impossible. Remember the captain who took the hit and still shouted, let's go. That's your reminder. That's your code. No matter the storm, no matter the wound, no matter how far you fall, keep going. Because that's how legends are born. Not in comfort, not in peace, but in the moments you refuse to stay down. And if the world stands in your way, then break it. But never, ever stop moving forward. Because the ones who keep